Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am back with another review. This review is for the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 15 episode 8. So if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. Listen, so much drama went down in this episode, so let's just get right into this review. Now, at the very beginning of this episode, Drew ends up telling Ralph that her sister Allison is coming to visit their home in Atlanta, and you can tell by the look on Ralph's face that he was not happy about Allison coming to visit. He had actually banned her from coming to their home because she said that she felt that he was controlling and manipulative. Now, by him banning her from coming to their home, he actually proved Allison's point when she said that he was controlling. Now, he doesn't have to like Allison because she did say something bad about him, even though I agree with what she said. I personally think that he is controlling and manipulative. That's just my opinion. But he doesn't have to like her nonetheless. But he should not have banned her from the home knowing how important she is to Drew. That's just not right in my opinion. And now he's trying to use the fact that Allison is coming there as a reason to not stay at the house. And I don't really trust Ralph. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not my man, but I don't trust him because we still don't know where he was and who he was with when he was in Florida for a few days and Drew couldn't get a hold of him. So now he's trying to leave the house again and not stay there at the end of the night. I don't like the idea of that. And now Sonia is still running to defend Marlo in this episode because she goes to meet up with Marlo and she basically tells her that she doesn't like that whenever they get around the other girls, it brings out the old side of Marlo. She said that when it's just her and Marlo by themselves, she sees the sweet, caring, nurturing side of her. And I just feel like Sonia is putting herself in the middle of something that doesn't have anything to do with her. Sonia has a friendship with Marlo and she has a friendship with Candy separately, but she's picking sides in this situation, and I feel like she shouldn't really do that because then what's going to happen is when her and Marlo fall out, because at some point Marlo is going to end up saying something about Sonia that Sonia doesn't like, then Sonia's going to go running to the other girls for support, and they're not going to want to support her because she burned bridges with all of them trying to cape for Marlo. But she basically said that she feels like the other girls bring out the old side of Marlo, and Marlo actually didn't agree with her. She was trying to victimize herself, basically saying that the way that she acts when she gets around the girls is just because she's defending herself against what they say about her. And I don't like that she said that because that's not true. When it comes to this situation between her and Candy, she started it, not Candy. So I don't know why she's trying to act like she's a victim in this whole situation, but she's really messy, and I just don't like the fact that she's using her nephew's passing from 3 years ago as a storyline this season just to attack Candy and make her look bad. I just don't like the idea of her doing that. And she said that the only reason why she was arguing with Candy at the Gucci brunch that Sheree set up in the previous episode was because she just wanted Candy to apologize to her sister for not reaching out and giving condolences. Now, Sheree ends up reaching out to Candy in this episode because she wants to talk about what went down at the Gucci brunch, and Candy agrees to go meet up with her. Now, when the two of them meet up, Candy says that she feels like every time she gets around the group of ladies, she has to argue, and she's tired of arguing with them. And Sheree completely brushes past all of what Candy said and basically starts talking about the issues that she has with Candy. Now, Candy was confused, and so was I, because at the Gucci brunch, Sheree gave this big speech, and she was crying and everything, saying how the ladies need to stop talking about each other and come together and talk about their issues. And now all of a sudden, Sheree didn't address these issues that she had with Candy at the Gucci brunch, but now she wants to address them now. Sheree said that basically she thought that her and Candy were cool after the reunion, but then she saw a clip from YouTube where Candy was talking about how she didn't believe that the She by Sheree website crashed because of too many people was going on the website to purchase things, because she said the day that it had crashed, she actually had went to the website to purchase things and the website just was not working. Now, Candy was definitely being petty when she called Sheree's business She by Shein, because at the end of the day, she knew that that was going to hurt Sheree's feelings. But I do feel like Sheree was being kind of dramatic during this conversation because she acts like she didn't say anything negative about Candy's businesses. I mean, Sheree did say that if you go to one of Candy's restaurants, you don't know if you're going to get biscuits or bullets. And so I just don't understand why she was acting innocent during this conversation. But she also was taking shots at Candy's businesses because she said that she went to a clothing store a few years back that Candy owned, and she said that when she bought the items, she felt like they were really cheap. And so I feel like she was trying to take a shot at Candy when it came to that as well, although Candy did laugh this off because at the end of the day, those clothes that she was selling in her store were not her brand. They were other brands that she bought to sell in the store. And so I don't understand what Sheree thought she was doing by making that comment. But Candy did acknowledge that she shouldn't have made comments about She by Sheree on her social media platform because she does recognize that she has a large following and she can understand why Sheree would be upset about that. And so the two of them ended up squashing their beef, although I don't think the beef is over because I feel like at some point during this season, this situation will come up again. Now, Drew's sister Allison ended up arriving at their house around midnight, and Ralph went to bed early because he did not want to be around Allison, and I would much rather him go to bed early if Allison is coming over rather than him ban her from coming over altogether. Now, surprisingly, the two of them did actually end up making up in this episode. Drew ended up having a video shoot at a skating rink, and she invited some of the ladies to come be a part of it. And while Drew was busy doing that, Ralph and Allison were having a conversation, and the two of them actually ended up making up. Now, Marlo and Drew ended up getting into it in this episode because while Marlo was on her way to her blind date, she ended up getting a phone call from one of the ladies in the group, and they told her that they had all been at Drew's video shoot, and Marlo was upset because she was not invited. Now, pause. I don't understand why she was upset that she wasn't invited because her and Drew don't really get along with each other, and she was yelling and screaming at Drew a few episodes ago, so why does she think that she would be invited? So Marlo ends up calling Drew up on the phone, and she's being hella fake and phony on this phone call, okay? Because she was just talking shit about Drew to somebody else, and now she's on the phone being very complimentary of her, and she's telling her about her blind date and being very complimentary about the way that Drew looks for her video shoot. And Drew basically cuts her off and tells her that she feels like Marlo owes her an apology because of the way that she was yelling at her a few episodes ago. Now, Marlo does end up giving Drew an apology. I don't feel like it was a genuine apology, but she did apologize nonetheless. But Drew was not receptive to the apology. She did not really accept it because she just did not feel like Marlo was understanding what she did wrong. And so Marlo gets pissed off and she hangs up the phone in Drew's ear. And then she proceeds to talk so much shit about her. She called Drew a bitch. She talked about the way that her wigs look. She talked about the shape of her body, saying she was shaped like a square. She called her a wannabe actress. She just said so much negative things about Drew. Yet Sonia is running around every episode defending Marlo to everybody like she's this innocent person who's just misunderstood. And it's like, no, this is just the way that she is. So I thought it was messed up, the things that she was saying about Drew. It really was. I don't feel like anything that Drew said on the phone warranted the type of disrespect that Marlo ended up giving. Now, at the very end of this episode, Marlo ends up going on her blind date, and it actually went really well. The man was attractive. The two of them actually looked really good together. There was some chemistry. They were having a good time. They were very, very flirtatious, and they had some things in common. The only red flag that Marlo said she had for this man is that his youngest child is 1 year old, and she said that she had a rule that she wouldn't date a man who had a child under 5 years old. She did say that she might make an exception for this guy, but I do think that this was a really good first date. Even if it doesn't end up going anywhere between the two of them, I think that this was a good start to her dating journey. So those are my thoughts on this week's episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos and hit the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I appreciate you all. And until next time, I will talk to you guys in my next video.